right, ladies and gentlemen, how are we doing today? I can tell you I'm feeling phenomenal, feeling great. A little bit of soreness, still in my arms and my chest. Today was arm day. Before that, the day before that, actually chest day. So hey, it is what it is, got to keep the body tip-top shape. But in today's video, I'm going to talk about this update. YouTube is supposedly rolling out on the 15th of July that is allegedly going to get a lot of creators banned. As it says here in the tweet, they say starting July 15th, YouTube will only pay creators who use their real voice, someone like myself, and produce original content. Now, here's the thing with this. Original content is very subjective and vague, and I understand why a lot of people are kind of afraid of what might happen. A lot of people are kind of like, is my favorite creator gonna get banned? Is their channel gonna go away? And I assure you, I'm here to set the record straight. That is not going to happen. This update right here in particular is aimed at AI channels and people who kind of re-upload other people's videos without consent and just spam and bots, right? So that's what they're trying to clean up. So the tweet goes on to say that some of the following will not be eligible for monetization: reused or repurposed videos, copied content, low effort uploads, fully AI generated videos. Now, this post right here in particular is kind of exaggerated. I don't know where they got their source from. Maybe they're just kind of reposting what other people have posted already, because you already know how the internet works. One blog page spreads fake news, and then another page copies that, and just it's just like a shitstorm. But listen, I just want to say, and YouTube has made this very clear. They even commented on this post trying to set the record clear that thanks for sharing. Just to clarify a couple of things though, let me zoom in here. They say, we recently made a minor update to our long-standing YPP, YouTube Partner Program policies, to better identify mass-produced and repetitive content. So these are bot channels, right? These are AI generated channels talking about anything and everything with a little robotic ass voice that clearly is not a human being. They also go on to say that channels using AI to improve their content can still monetize as long as they follow our policies, right? And here I'm gonna show you guys the policies in a second. They also say for reused or repurposed videos, our policy there has not changed. So everybody is safe. If you're a reaction channel or you're a commentator and you just so happen to show somebody else's video in your video, you're fine. As long as you pause the video occasionally, like we always do, chime in with your opinions. Don't just let video run without saying anything like a sniper wolf would have done back in the day, and you should be good. There's no need to set the internet on fire, no need to worry and get your anxiety. Listen, I know a lot of people have their favorite creators that they just they use for comfort, and they love the content. They used to sleep or relax, they have it on in the background while they're doing chores or walking or in the gym. I have my favorite content creators too, and I would hate to see them banned. But listen, I just want to I'm going to set the record straight and say that is not happening today. So to further go on and explain the story, in the modifications that YouTube says that they've made to their YPP policies, YouTube Partner Program, this is how creators like myself get paid. They say what we check when we review your channel for the monetization, right? They say if you're making money on YouTube, your content should be original and authentic. This means that we expect your content to be your original creation. If you borrow content, say like a commentary channel or a reaction channel from someone else, you need to change it significantly to make it your own. So to expand upon that, that basically means if you take X content that is 60 seconds, right? You show that on your channel, you better have at least 60 seconds of commentary or opinionated insertions in the content to make it transformative. Also, adding little text on screen or, doing the little transition of what I'm doing right here, right? You show it on screen, you pause, you transition, you talk to your audience about what we just saw, and then you continue. It's very simple. So for people like Asmongold, Hasana BXQC, Maury, which is me, and anybody else that may be like a Phantom that may be reacting to something on stream, you'll be fine. This is, nothing to be worried about. They also say not be duplicative or repetitive, meaning literally posting the same video over and over again. That's against the policies. Your content should also be made for the enjoyment or education of viewers rather than for the sole purpose of getting views. Well, that's kind of funny to me because I don't know how you can tell if a YouTuber is solely doing this for money or for the entertainment of their audience. I don't see why that's relevant. I don't see how that's relevant, but it is what it is. YouTube has their priorities. They also say our reviewers will check your channel and content against our policies since they can't check every video. Our reviewers may focus on your channel's main theme, most viewed videos, newest videos, bigger proportion of watch time, video metadata, so that's like the title, tags, and all that shit, like, you know, thumbnail stuff, and the channel's about section. So that said, for all my creators out there, aspiring creators or people who want to do what I do, if you have a channel where you're a commentator or a reactionary person, you know, you do music reviews, whatever the case may be, material from other people, you can still safely talk about this stuff in your content without being worried about getting banned. Like, YouTube would not ban half the platform's creators when this is literally what we do at this point. This is the meta, right? You know, and you know, here we have my channel, a lot of this content, right? Say I make it, or I have a 5-minute video from another channel in my content. The video I'm using in my content to make a full video of will at least be 10 to 15 minutes in total. You know, and a lot of people get mad when I talk and I add my opinions in, but bitch, this is a commentary channel. Like, do you expect me to take somebody else's content, not pause it, not stop it, not add my opinions in it, and just sit here and just... Like, is that what you expect, bro? Like, because that is not how this platform works. I'm sorry to tell you, but for anybody else who want to react to stuff or talk about things, whatever the case may be, it just has to be transformative is what I'm saying. You just have to add your own opinions, your own flair, you know, add whatever you want on screen and you should be good, you know? So I just wanted to kind of talk about that because a lot of people seem to be in hoopla and uproar about something that is not targeted towards real human beings and creators like myself. It's targeted towards, you know, basically AI slop channels, bruh. It is what it is. Like, I'm tired of AI. A lot of other people are tired of AI. We're tired of the robotic ass. Did you know, with the fucking robotic static ass voice from TikTok, like that generic ass? Nobody wants to hear that. We are tired of that. We want to go back to actually hearing, you know, opinions from real people who stumble over their words and, you know, have to pause to think about what they're gonna say next. So yeah, as for this part right here where YouTube talks about low effort uploads, I'm not entirely sure what they mean by that. I genuinely, because that's super vague as well. Anything can be considered a low if it's not a fucking 45-minute long video essay with a whole bunch of fancy text flying all over the screens and transitions and cinematic, like, bruh, I don't know what they entirely mean by low effort uploads. But hey man, hopefully I'm right. Hopefully I'm correct in my assumption that this is not going to affect the average YouTuber, because that would just be really dumb. Do let me know your thoughts and opinions below about this. You know, a lot of people say my content is low effort, but bitch, what the f do you think this is? This is like, bro, this ain't Netflix, bro. This ain't not HBO Max, bro. This is an A24. What do you want? I'm just here to yap and talk about things I see on the internet. Did you not read the bio? Did you not? Bro, hold up. Where's my bio at? Here's the, bro, let me zoom in, bro. Let me zoom in for the people who just like can't get it through their thick skull. I talk about stuff on the internet. That's all I do. I talk about stuff. I talk about stuff on the internet. That's it. If you don't like it, I don't know what to tell you. Anyways, guys, ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. What do you think about this? YouTube has made it abundantly clear that nothing has really changed. You know, they say for reused or repurposed videos, our policy there hasn't changed. So pretty much everybody, commentators, reaction channels, or anybody who uses other content and insert it into theirs for whatever purposes they need, you're fine, bro. You're fine. Anyways, that's it for today's video, or this video. I'm probably gonna talk about some other shit later today. So you already stay tuned. Basically, stay tuned. We will be back.